my beautiful people, and welcome back to Assetto Corsa EVO. Today we're coming from New South of Wales in Australia to drive in Mount Panorama Circuit. It's one of the most iconic and challenging tracks known as the Mountain. It contains lots and lots of elevations, tight and technical corners, very narrow sections, and no room for error. We are driving today the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup with 510 horsepower with a rear engine layout and very light, pure and beautiful for this track. We need to be careful because we cannot brake too aggressively. We need to be smooth with the control input. Hope you guys enjoy. We're gonna jump in for the 3 laps in the front. We had an amazing start, but unfortunately I couldn't record the previous 3 laps. So up we go, out of the hill corner, right in 4th place, going after the Maserati. That is going to be a very big challenge. Maseratis have a top speed greater than the Porsche has, but the Porsche has greater grip that it could improve our times on the cornering, since there is some very technical corners on the track. Right now we were sliding a little bit because of the cold tires, as you guys can see on the bottom right of the screen. Now the S's are very important to nail because Porsche can make a lot of time on it. We're still on the first lap, so we need to really be careful with the tires. When they are cold, it's very risky to push it. But doing a great job on the handling of the car. That's beautiful. Still close to the 3 first places. It's very important to keep close on the first laps. Maintain the gap as short as possible. But as you guys gonna notice, after this last corner, the forest elbow, it's impossible to catch the Maserati. They have a very high acceleration on these straight line.
I don't know which strategy.
And as he's saying is right, is he able to hold the 4th place? We don't know, but we're gonna see. We're gonna jump not to the 3rd lap like I said it. No, we're gonna jump for the 3rd lap, but we only gonna pit on the 4th lap. So here we go. 3rd lap, straight away into the cornering, the Greaves Bend. Passing through the cutting, straight up to the rate park. Carrying a lot of speed through these S's. And it is something that is always very scary. They pass it through with a lot of speed. Passing extremely close to the wall right here. Damn. Doing an amazing job and carrying a lot of the time. Now with the warm tires and with the optimal grip, it's really easy to carry speed through these S's and safely. Still glued to the first pack and very close to the wall, having a very good exit, carrying a lot of speed through the straight line, maintaining the short gap between the 3 first places. Braking right after the 150 mark, entering on a 2nd, carrying the speed with a 3rd, and using every single inch of the track to maintain the speed and maintain the gap short.
I can accelerate a little bit in certain places.
And away we go back to the 4th lap, exiting very well the hill corner. gaining a couple of milliseconds over the first lap, making 480 milliseconds already, and still growing the gap, but still so far away from the Maserati cars. We always get close through the S's, and we always end up getting so far on the Con Road straight. Looks like after the fourth lap we start putting some pace, some consistency as well. That is very good, especially before pitting. What a beautiful day with a beautiful sun, no clouds, and expecting no rain at all.
I should respect it and guide myself to take the car to the maximum.
As the saying is true, a lot of the mistakes are caused by pushing the car over the limits, losing the grip, and braking in places that it shouldn't be broke. Especially with the elevations of the track are very dangerous to brake on specific
They
places.
end up working out. Here, same thing. Braking before the cornering.
It's very crucial to certify that we took the foot off the accelerator every time we are braking to not cause the X. Because we are telling the car to go forward and making him to stop at the same time, that causes a lot of grip.
Earlier than others to try to keep it going with the other cars.
Another dangerous corner. I crashed multiple times there. Touching the grass once again and cutting the pit lane, but fortunately not getting any penalty. My strategy was to pit right after them because I could not catch them, so I had to maintain the gap close, so pitting with them was the option, since I knew all the others will not pit, giving me the upper hand at least on the other ones, because it will be really possible to overtake them once they pit on the next laps, because we're not pitting anymore. This is the only pit that we're gonna do, so the only time that the pilot has to rotate himself, and in 15 seconds here we go once more.
6 more laps to go. It's gonna be risky. These ones are gone. 10 seconds.
Maserati is leaving once again.
7 seconds. Okay, it's not that bad. 7 seconds.
And we are exiting, trying to warm up the tires with a little donuts. Not donuts, but wheel spin. And off we go. We need to be really careful on this lap because the tires are completely cold. Not caring, took as much speed as I could through the braking point. Exiting beautifully, even with the cold tires. Probably risking a little bit, pushing the car so much. It looks like his car is floating in the track because of the loss of grip, making these S's so much beautiful to watch, especially from the pit view. Even with the cold tires, carrying a lot of speed through the S's, making it a beautiful scene. Passing to the dipper and exiting beautifully with a small wheel spin. The forest elbows passing through really quickly, and once again through the corner straight. We're going to the 6th lap. Not even seeing the Maseratis. The Maseratis are out of sight, really far away. And we are not sure if we are able to catch them or not. Braking super late. Losing a little bit of time.
Damn, I went as deep as fuck. That was dangerous.
And we didn't get a disqualification. That is really important because of exceeding the track limits.
I did came super goddamn fast.
Going to the 6th lap.
Some of them were pitting now. Most of them I didn't notice.
And now for the 6th time into Greaves Bend, carrying a lot of speed, but the tires almost in optimal temperature and optimal grip. Into the Frog Hollow, getting close to the S's. I do love the way that they corner these S's, carrying a lot of speed, like a dance. When you do a different step or a wrong step, you into the wall. And now we can appreciate the lines of the Porsche, and the backfiring is incredible. Passing so close to the wall. There is no commentary necessary to describe the beauty of the Porsche down to the Colorado Strait. I must say, it's a beautiful car with beautiful lines. Getting into the low-race corner, down to the main straight. And now approaching for the 7th time the Hale corner, making this only 4 laps left. Once again, down to the mountain straight, getting ready for one of the hated corners, the Greaves Bend.
4 laps to go.
With this beautiful, beautiful view. And the backfire is crazy on this Porsche. Exiting perfectly without losing any grip. Losing a little bit of control in one of those corners, but still carrying a lot of speed. And the pilot is saying that he hates these corners, and we can tell that he hates these corners because he crashed it multiple times here before in these races, during the qualifying and during the warm-up. But we're not gonna talk about it. This race, oh my days, he passed once again close to that wall, risking everything for a millisecond. And once again down to the Colorado Strait. And look at the sound of the Porsche roaring down the straight. Times in the race are being constant. Once again, we're going through the hill corner. One dangerous corner to do it in the beginning, in the middle of the traffic. Down to the mountain straight, and only 3 laps left. How is it gonna be? How are we gonna support and stay on the 4th place? How are we gonna have any opportunity left? I don't think so. Maserati's been very, very consistent during their lap time, making a huge gap for us, not being able to catch, unfortunately. But accidents always happen, and of course they can always have one more pit lane or something. Pilot is screaming at the car,
oh my days,
not
wake the
fucked up.
fuck up, man.
Not knowing that him should not be the one fucking up. One of the things that makes me lose my mind is the pressure of the tire changing because of the weight changing of the car and the cornering is incredible. That little detail. I noticed as well that the legs of the pilot move as well while you guys are braking or accelerating, making so much realistic, you know, the video itself. Once again, down to the corner and straight.
End up thinking me a second because in these last turns, I'm putting a lot of time.
Hopefully you guys are enjoying this video. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this type of content. It does create a lot of work for me to edit and to comment it, to make this as beautiful and as, I don't know, maybe a traction grabber as I can, or probably to just edit the way that I like to see things done. I love cars, I like to enjoy them, I like to see them, I like to listen to them, and to be honest, this Porsche, through the whole way I was recording, was like bacon to my ears. It was just making me happy, and I was smiling even although I was crashing multiple times to create this beautiful race for you guys. Once again, getting close to the grief bend. One corner where I did lots of mistakes, braking straight on the 100 mark, carrying a lot of speed into this corner, into the Frogalo, straight into the McFillier Park. Never said that name again. And it looks like I'm doing the race alone because there is so much stuff behind me and in front of me that it looks like that I'm just time attack. Once again through the S's. Carrying a lot of speed down to the Forest Elbow. One of my favorite corners. Passing so close to the wall. About seeing the car on the outside and close to a corner is to seeing the downshift and even the upshift on a straight line. Now back again on the mountain straight line, and I didn't have to say anything on the last segment because god damn, that popping was amazing. Getting close to Greenman's Bend, braking straight on the 100 mark, carrying a lot of speed once again and maintaining a constant time through this final laps, using as much as the grip necessary of the tires, now in optimal temperature. Once again going to the quarry corner. Look at this beautiful, beautiful city in the background of the Porsche with this beautiful scenery. passing through one of the skyline corners, carrying a lot of speed. Down to the SS once again with these popping and bangs, incredible backfire. Me being commenting on these times is actually a menace because the sound of the car is beautiful. And here we are on the segment of the mountain straight, on the corner straight, I'm sorry, into the chase, finishing here on 4th place. What a beautiful, beautiful race. I wasn't expecting this accomplishment, honestly. I did pass a lot of time recording this video. I think that passed 5 hours.
My
And I must
days.
say, it was very hard, but challenging and so much fun.
Oh shit! That
And what I have
was
to say is just
it's amazing.
thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoy, and I see you guys on the next episode. Hopefully on a different track and with a different car, or maybe with the same one. I don't know. Goodbye. Thank you.